Got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Ready? 10 logo. 54 Mike.
And watch that. And watch the ball.
Shoot. Let's go.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
At the 33-yard line.
Ready,
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Go. Yep.
Take it. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Oh, you got D?
Shit. Watch the shit. Hey, Haywood. Shoot.
2nd and 2. He'll find Metcalf. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. This is Carson. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
On 2nd down, it's Carson.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
On the set.
56 is the mic. I don't think you got it, son.
They go play action here on first down. Being chased out left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks. Setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? Well, if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, you might be a little jumpy as well. It might throw off his timing.
Yeah, it'd be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a PG movie until I was 17.
Well, that's just good parenting.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
I'm going back to you.
Check. Look. Squeeze. Go.
He'll drop to throw. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 36. And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got to contain it.
And watching him play is like going to lunch with you when you order that combo plate, right? In this case, his combo plate is he can go over the top of you and catch it in front, turn it into a big gain, run past you, and then uses his size and his physical abilities to keep you away from the football. Hard to defend this guy.
Reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
Here we go. Dirty base.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Back to throw now on first down. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he's got some space here. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 21 yards. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Six, Leo.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Jennings was the one he was looking for, but now it's 3rd and goal. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. Looking to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. The try here for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They're not ready for this. They still
From the 29, Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
we go, here we go. Ready?
All day, dog.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Taking a shot for Samuel. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
That's taken it around the 40. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Here's Carson. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
And 2 stop. They're going to need some therapy after this. Ready?
They'll run on 1st down. Carson. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 20. Now it's Breida. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5 up to the 25-yard line.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Here's the throw dropped off to his fullback. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. And if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort.
Oh, now Breida loses it, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Result of the play, 1st down and 10.
Ready, ready. Check light 54. Light 54. All right.
On first down, it's Carson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion man. Mike's 54. Go.
2nd and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. The 20. There he goes right side. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Garoppolo gives Zubreda. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo, the first catch of the game for George Kittle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Garoppolo now. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. Want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. There to get a hand in and knock that one away, DJ Reed.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Go!
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
All right, let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys. Because the offensive guys are always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And able to haul it in is Kittle. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Here we go. Like 20!
Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go. 180! 56. Check 56. Let's go one more.
Now a give coming right is Breida. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
Here we go.
Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively. And he quickly clocks it, and they're going to have a good shot at getting 3 here before the break. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Here we go, here we go,
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as a...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So that is 2 pick sixes he's thrown in this football game. Now, you take those away, Charles, it's a completely different situation.
It totally is, but guess what? They have to deal with what they have now, okay? So they can't just mentally go, well, if we hadn't thrown those pick sixes, we'd be okay. Here's where you are. Here's where you're going to battle. But guess what? They're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. Space to maneuver at the 40. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. And even 50 yards on the ground.
First down, Seattle.
Come on.
Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for first and 10.
Check 43. Check 15. Check 15.
Now it's Carson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
At the Niners' 26-yard line.
Here we go. 50, plant. 54. I smell fear, man. Alpha.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there.
No. Go.
It's our time. Mine's 54.
Ready.
2nd and 11.
Switch up.
Eluding the pressure right. And finding the tight end Hooper. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Here we go. 30 base.
It's just me and you. Check three.
You're out.
Watch out. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Tighten up.
Gone. Go.
Roy.
On the ball.
And that'll set them back 5.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. They're going to look to throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Hey, exit.
Mike 56. You don't want
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Coverage there by the safety, Harrison Smith.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Flare. Check nickel.
Look at me. Zipper. Go.
On 3rd down, Carson. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
A gain of 4 yards. It's now 4th down.
And his kick is good. And that will tie things at 17-all. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Let's get that ball.
Hey, alert.
From the 31, Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Here we go. Slack 80.
I'm coming.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
You can't block me.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Check 99. Check 99.
Hey, Sam on. Go. Jackrabbit. Come on. Get it.
That's a jet sweep into the hands of Metcalf. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd down.
On the ready.
56. Mike, 56. Come off the ball.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Carson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
49ers 17.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. This is Breida. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Garoppolo. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 38-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Breida. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the Seahawks' 39-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Like 20.
Check tight. Check tight. Check tight.
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I got one.
Five.
Watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm coming after you.
Snap.
Back to throw here. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Chopper.
He's coming. We got double up. No. Check three.
Ready.
2nd and 5. This will be caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one goes for 24 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
They can't hang with us.
2nd and 9 now. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38.
Here we go.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They run with Breida, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 39-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
Exit.
13.
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here we go.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd down and 12. To throw is Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete.
They had enough yards for the 1st down, but a clutch hit right there defensively jars it free. No 1st down.
Here we go.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And no, it's incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for the strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Rock it.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Also 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go, here we go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do? Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 33. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, and we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens, things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. That'll bring up second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
70, Indy.
Here we go, here we
Go.
go. That's mine. I got him.
Let's go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
Ready, break.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check.
Bam.
They'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jordan. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Breida, he'll try the right side. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
Here we go. 180.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up